taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Wilson on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Chase Edmonds. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cousins on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins here on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side, and they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
Oh, that boy
He's to
getting loose.
midfield. Kene Nwangu. And he will score.
Yo.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
That boy
That's a
got
score you
loose
felt
on the
they had to have here in
kickoff.
the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Edmonds and down to the 36-yard line here. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run with Edmonds.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Bro, who you throwing the ball to? He's wide open.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
Both of these on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
141 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Come on, Lyman. That's a
Officially
touchdown.
no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Second down and another run with Edmonds.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This nigga just can't
So
catch.
here we go.
That's all
Maybe the
that is.
biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a
Like
chip
an
shot here.
receiver. Catch the ball.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they
Because he
settle for
always
just the
injured.
3,
You
but
can't
clearly
get
right
no
now
Madden
anything
injury.
helps
You
trying to
always
salt this
hurt,
one
man.
away in the 4th.
Without a doubt,
Stay on the
obviously a
field, you
touchdown
can
probably would have
catch
been the
up.
final
Nothing.
nail to finish this
Depending
thing
on you
off,
to make those
but it's still
catches in
8
the
up
game.
time, got points.
Always
So
hurt.
while it's not mission
All right, bro.
accomplished,
We got to
it's
lock
darn
up, bro.
close.
We let him turn this shit up the middle.
And he'll be
Not
brought
this
down
time.
at the
Not
28-yard
this
line, so the
time.
decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
I should have put a touchdown. That's what I get for fucking around. I should have just threw the ball. But Russell Wilson wanted to throw interceptions for no reason. All of them receivers, and he found six.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a
got
drive
my
that
boy.
stalled
He got
out
my
last
boy
time.
on the
Went for it
slot.
on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense.
A leap and
Yo,
he's
but he
got
went
it.
straight
He
up to
got
the
it. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
On 2nd down,
Oh,
Cook.
they faked me. Bro, nigga
And
tackle.
he'll get
What was
down to about
that? You
the
should have had him
26-yard
all
line.
over there.
That'll leave them with
He
a
should have
3rd
been
and
at
2
least 2
coming
yards
up. They got
short.
8 yards there.
It's a horrible
The
tackle
Vikings going to
attempt.
signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
That's okay. Keep them in bounds, baby. Keep them in bounds, baby. Tick, tick, tick,
They'll
tick,
come to the
tick.
line, needing only 2
Oh, shit, hold
yards
up.
to
No,
gain
no,
the
go back,
first
go
here.
back, go back. Yeah.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
How did he catch
And he
Oh,
will
I'm not
not
sure,
be
but how did
able
he
to
catch
hang on
that?
through the
He all over
contact.
him.
It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
I
4th
couldn't
down,
click on what I wanted to
Cousins.
click on.
Eluding the pressure right. It's complete.
Oh,
Swings it out to
good.
his running
Yeah,
back.
good pass.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to
We was
convert.
on
and
everybody.
that'll
We
keep
was
the
on
drive
their ass.
alive.
We was all
Now
over
the Vikings will
everybody.
use the 2nd of their timeouts
Fucking pass.
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this is caught now for
Bro,
a late touchdown.
I didn't even
So
press.
hold
I
everything
didn't
here.
even
This
press.
one's not
And
over
he still
yet.
catches a touchdown.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high
He
percentage
didn't
play,
even
but
go
it's
for the
better
ball.
than not
No,
having a chance at all.
nothing.
And
Like,
that's
but
when you
he's
put
in
your
good
leapers and your
coverage, too.
flyers on one side,
jump up,
get
the
that high
swat.
hop,
I gotta-
and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt
Expect
about it.
him to just make a common sense play. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do.
There's the
And
ball.
so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Up the middle is Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I'm really missing a play from my playbook. I gotta do that fucking rough and vertical.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home.